I just wanted to make an announcement here on the Peter Gilmore channel that life is very precious, and every time I say it on my Metal God videos for people who've passed away and everything, life life is precious. Take every day as it comes, because you never know when you're gonna be gonna go. You're gonna go, but it should be a happy time. The second day of the year. I'm watching Monday Night Raw. I'm on hanging out with Issa on her chat. But, hearing the news about Buffalo Bills player Hamlin, Donnell Hamlin, I think his name is, who collapsed on the field in the Bengals Bills game, which has now been postponed. Very, very, very scary situation, and it's just not fun right now. It's not a good way to start 2022, and I mean, I did see the video of what happened to Mr. Hamlin and everything, and it didn't seem like a big hit at the time. But I think he got. I mean, wasn't a big, like a crunching hit, but I mean, he got popped pretty good. He made the tackle, and then he got up and then just collapsed. So I mean, Jared the King Lawler on Twitter said it could be cardiac arrest. Because after he fainted, he hit the ground and his head bounced off the ground, and he got a concussion on top of this thing. But he was out for 9 minutes, and they had to get the ambulance to come out, and they had to do CPR. So I'd never seen that before in all my years of watching the NFL. I mean, I've seen very scary moments in the NFL. Joe Theismann's leg being broken by Lawrence Taylor back in the 80s. Big time hits by Ronnie Lott. I mean, even today, I mean, all these players just go headhunting with big time hits. And I know that the NFL is trying to control that. You get a penalty for hitting a defenseless receiver now. So you can get ejected from the game and stuff like that. But, football is one of the most dangerous sports next to boxing and wrestling. And yeah, wrestling is a dangerous sport. But I don't know what else to say. I'm praying for the Buffalo Bills franchise right now. I'm praying for Mr. Hamlin right now. He's 24 years old, a very young kid. But, seeing the Buffalo Bills players, and the Bengals players on the field crying, and they never seen something like this in their lives. But very scary sight in the NFL tonight with the Bills and the Bengals, and I'm kind of happy that Roger Goodell and the NFL postponed this game. I don't know what they're gonna do regarding playing this game at a later date, maybe Wednesday or Thursday, which kind of sucks for the Bills and the Bengals because they're gonna play two games in the span of 3 days, 4 days. So it's kind of complicated now. The playoffs are kind of in a flux, so I don't know what they're going to do. But I think Roger Goodell and the NFL executives are going to figure something out. Maybe play the game on Thursday, at the time that the game was postponed or suspended at the time, and see what happens. But I would just strike it from the record and just give the Bengals and the Bills an off week, So kind of, it makes the playoffs even, tougher, but I don't know what you could possibly do in this situation other than play the game, like I said, on Thursday night in Cincinnati. And then the Bills and Bengals will have to play. I would do it Monday night, so to spare them, going back to Buffalo or Cincinnati or wherever they're going to play next. I think the Bills got the Patriots next. I don't know. I think the Bengals got the Browns or some division team in Week 18. So I would play that game on Monday night. So you have the Thursday night game, then you got Friday, Saturday, and Sunday to prepare and fly too. You maybe have a day of practice, which sucks. So but I don't know what the NFL is going to do as far as Mr. Hamlin goes. I'm praying for him, and everybody in the NFL is praying for him. Even wrestling fans are praying for him. It's on CNN, it's on ABC, it's on the NFL Network, it's on a whole bunch of channels right now. But very scary kind of end to Week 17 in the NFL, in the league where they play for pay. But I hope, Damar Hamlin survives this. They said he had a pulse, but he was not breathing on his own, which is not good. He's in critical condition now. They took him to the hospital. Hopefully we don't hear in the next couple of hours that he passed away, because that'll be really, really sad for the Buffalo Bills franchise and the NFL as a whole. So I don't know if they would continue the Week 18 and go to the playoffs. I don't know what they would do after that. So, So, out of respect for, I was thinking of out of respect for the NFL and the Bills and the Bengals franchises, I was not going to do the Raw review, because I don't feel that if I do the review, I'll be acting up and all that shit. And I want to be serious, so like I am right now. So I'm debating about doing the Raw review coming up later. I mean, it's 45 minutes left of Raw. Becky Lynch just lost to she was in a 2-on-1 with Io and Dakota Kai, but then Mia Yim came out to help out, and then they lost anyway. And the main event is Seth Rollins versus Theory for the United States title. It's already been a chaotic Raw as it is, but now everybody's really not watching Raw because we were so focused on the NFL and what happened to the Buffalo Bills player. Not a great way to start 2023. Not a great way. Just go watch. You're watching football, and then this scary situation happens, and you just don't want to watch football anymore tonight, or even watch anything for that matter. But like I said, my thoughts and prayers go out to the Buffalo Bills franchise, to the Bengals, to the NFL fans, and to Mr. Hamlin, Damar Hamlin, 24 years old. Just a scary situation. And I hope he pulls through. I hope he can start breathing on his own. But this, like I said, it might be cardiac arrest. He might have got his heart jolted. That's what Jerry Lawler's saying on Twitter. He lost consciousness as well, coming down and banging his head on the turf. So even with a possible cardiac arrest, and he has a concussion. So he's in critical condition, and hopefully more updates to come later tonight. But I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad that the NFL canceled this game or postponed this game. I would play it at a later date, but we'll see what happens with that. So I just wanted to come on and give my prayers to the Buffalo Bills and to Jonell Hamlin. Very scary situation, and I hope he pulls through, but I think his NFL career is pretty much over at the age of 24. Hopefully his life is not over at 24 as well, because you don't want to see that somebody collapse on the field and then later dies at the hospital. Very sad, and I don't know what to say. So I'm going to end it here. So if you watch the game, leave me your thoughts and opinions about what happened, and that's all I got to say about that. Check out my other video, my TSL 51, my New Japan Wrestle Kingdom 17 predictions, down in the description box below, and that's all I got to say about that. So I might be back later with my Raw review, but I'm just not in the mood to kind of talk about Raw right now. I'm trying to get back to having fun, being happy, being more positive, just focusing on the rest of the night and going towards the rest of 2023 now. But, football's a rough sport, like wrestling, like boxing. Even baseball's rough. You get hit with a 97-mile-an-hour fastball in the head, or a line drive to the head for a pitcher. Players colliding in the field because they can't communicate. Sports there's a lot of rough sports out there, but number one is football. Number two is boxing. Even soccer players have collapsed on the field. Even basketball, they've done that. I remember a hockey goalie got his neck sliced wide open in a game. Blood everywhere. They had to cancel the game. I don't remember who that goalie. I think it was a Canadian goalie. Not the Montreal Canadiens, I'm saying. I think it was a Canadian goalie. But I believe he survived that, and so I'm just kind of in shock and sad to hear all this shocking news in the NFL, because I'm a big NFL fan. So hopefully we'll see what happens with what they're going to do regarding this game, if it's going to be played again or they're just going to be wiped from the schedule. Hopefully, we'll hear more about Hamlin in the next couple of hours, or probably by tomorrow at least. But my thoughts and prayers go to his family, the Buffalo Bills franchise, and that's it. So thanks for watching, everybody. Peace out.